Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Kingsfield for the Ancient City. We're gonna wrap up this chunk of the dungeon today with the paths that branch out from this corridor here. And what that's gonna do is, it's gonna complete a little section of the dungeon that we started with the giant spider mini-boss last time. And it's gonna open up some cool shortcuts that kind of interconnect the world for the first time. It's gonna offer us a way back to the ruins where we saw the crestfallen soldier. I think I got this guy kind of... yeah. He got stuck against the wall a little bit. I think because of where I was behind him, I was forcing him to turn into the corner. That's not bad. I keep trying to get a good look at those bugs that are infesting or inhabiting them, nesting inside the undead soldiers. We'll get a good look at him sooner or later. This little section of the dungeon here, we're not going to spend too much time in today, because we actually have better things to do than come down here. This is, we're going to save this for a little bit later. But there are a couple of things that we want to get early on. It's a nice little combo you can do with the magic. Weirdly enough, your magic, the strength gauge for it drains even when you run, so it's kind of like stamina. It's very strange to me how that works. This white glyph on the floor here is going to be a fast travel point later on. Also, the window in that room gives you a hint that there is a secret panel in the wall that hides, I believe that's an antidote, and there's a rapier in here, which I believe has pretty high thrust damage. Now, I'm not intimately familiar with which damage types are best against particular enemies, so yeah, if anyone actually knows a little bit more in depth about that, that'd be very, very helpful to read about in a comment. Like, I got one really helpful piece of advice already, which is the green slimes will actually cure the poison from the red slimes. Oh, hey. Was I getting shot with an arrow from somewhere? It's coming from... oh shit, where is that coming from? Oh, I think there's an archer up on a balcony towards the back of that room. So am I okay over here? Yeah, it looks like it. Oh shit. It was like half my health. Okay. You fall down, go bye-bye. Where are you? Oh yeah, he is up there. Okay. This is an area that we don't even need to be hanging out in. I just want to make sure that there's nothing of value to get early on here. Yeah. We will be back here. I'm just kind of in this half of the dungeon to check out and see if there's anything I can pick up early on, like the rapier. Now we're good. Hopefully I don't get tagged with an arrow as I'm running away. Good. The projectiles don't actually tend to track you as hard as they do in the later Souls games. If you ever watch a projectile coming at you in one of those games as you're strafing away, they do veer like a bullet from Wanted. They track you pretty heavily. They will just curve in midair. Okay. What I love about having the Morning Star, aside from the blunt damage it does, which... that is the one thing I know, the blunt damage, just like in Souls games, really good against skeletal enemies. But the Morning Star is also fucking great for breaking the barrels and crates open without having to switch to the pickaxe. Now the pickaxe is now irrelevant. It's obsolete. And that barrel had a little skeleton in it. That's one thing I will say about how slow the movement is. Like, there's no excuse for the turning rate being this slow, but the actual movement speed of the character forward and backward and left to right, it creates really intense encounters, even with minor enemies. because that dance of moving in and out to bait their attacks, when your movement speed is so cumbersome, it makes that dance very tense. These are the guardians that tablet just spoke of. We're not going to be messing with them yet. This is the guardians are the primary reason that we're not going to get too heavily involved with this part of the dungeon yet, because they are scary. They one-shot me at this point. We will have to get back for them eventually. And the arrows in its head give you a hint as to how we're going to be dealing with them later on. Yeah, corpse is not coming back. Okay, so I think we pretty much collected what we wanted to get out of here, which was mostly just a couple of antidotes and the rapier, which will be coming in handy later on. In here, there is just a mysterious little statue breathing fire on a rock, which there's some significance to that, some lore significance that we'll get into down the line. In here, there's 2 different chests in these rooms that branch off to the left and the right. And I think the other chest has a mushroom in it, I'm not sure. But as you can hear from the music change, we're pretty close to a familiar little area. In fact, we are right outside of that underground basement next to David Munch's shop. We're pretty much in that vicinity, that approximate area. If I were to take the stairs down right now, we could get to that pretty easily, and we'll be unlocking a shortcut there in due time. But first, we want to explore these side rooms. One of these 2 side rooms has something significant. Whoa, hey. Oh. Come on, not again. I had to burn the fireball and the mana to make sure he didn't put another arrow in me. It's usually worth checking the graves out because you can find some herbs sometimes. Nothing on the altar. Oh, hey. Yeah, we don't want to fight them. It's not worth the time. I don't think there are any other items, rather, hidden within the graves. Yeah, no problem there. Or nothing to be picked up. And then across the... Oh, fuck. Let's run to that pillar and try to bait one more out. Ah, shit. That turning radius. I took that turn way too wide. Ah! Come on. Not like this. Fuck. Just from arrows alone this episode, I've taken like my whole health bar and damage. Shit, man. Now, was there something around here? I cannot remember. It's the one we came from across the bridge. I want to say is the way to the shortcut, and it's the way that we actually need to go anyway. Oh, no. It's the... Oh, shit. It's, the door that's currently on my left. The one that we just came from. Oh. Should have hit the button a split second earlier. That's quite unfortunate. This is actually a path to, I think, a locked door that we might as well check out, because I think there's also an NPC coming up. And a bunch of skeletons spawning in. However, it's more time to enjoy the sick baseline on this track. Do not drink from this well. That well is full of poison water, as I think the old man here tells you. I came here to visit the graves, but have you seen a key around here? No, why would we need a key? The dead are restless. If you plan to venture further, proceed with care. Yeah, I should probably take that advice to heart, with all the damage I've taken. Okay, we've run him out of dialogue. That's the forgetful old man. He is apparently forgetting to tell us that the water is poisoned. I think if you drink from the well and you get poisoned, he'll then say, oh yeah, by the way, don't drink the water, it's poisonous. Here's a nice little secret. There is a magic crystal trapped by a spider web in this hole. So we shoot a fireball to free the crystal and it'll show up somewhere down the line. You can guess based on the floor that we're on, if you've been paying attention to the geometry of the level, where that crystal ended up. It's pretty cool. But that's for later. So the door by the NPC was locked with these two kind of the two symbols that look kind of like an anchor. We need to find those two keys to release the lock. So no, not my left, from my right coming out of this door. So that's gonna be our new goal, is to get behind that door. Get to whatever is behind there. And we come to a little prison cell. All of these cell doors are openable, but I don't think there's anything actually in here. In the next one over, a skeleton spawned, but there's nothing inside. This one, however, has a hole in the floor. Which... a little skeleton down there. Oh, it's an archer skeleton. Shit. Well, that worked out poorly. You almost finished me off, too. Oh, man. Yeah, I thought he was like one of the normal sword or mace ones. Whoops, my mistake. Another jawbone. Those, the skeleton mandibles are used for crafting later on, if I recall correctly. Oh, we get some iron greaves. It's not bad. I think I'm still using the leather ones, or... didn't I get some wooden sandals, too? In fact, I haven't replaced a lot of the equipment that I've found upgrades for lately. Yeah, across the board, slash stab and hit defense. Hit is like this game's version of blunt, and then there's slashing, stabbing, fire, wind, light, earth, water, and dark, elemental, defensive stats, and yeah. Okay, so we're good now, and we don't want to exceed the weight limit because it will cause us to become encumbered, and we won't be able to run. Okay, so that rock, the anchor-shaped rock, or arrow-shaped, is the first of the two keys that we need. The other one is also down here. Nothing behind any of these gravestones, huh? Oh no, we got one more mandible. That's not bad. Then as we come out here, another little open room with a bunch of skeletons, but there's a really important feature of this room, and it's that gate back there. Oh, hey, soulstone. God, that was there. Looks like we probably need to fight him to make it a little bit easier to get onto the stairs. That gate should look a bit familiar to you. Actually, not that particular gate, but this whole environment should. Remember when we went down to Munch's basement before? There was that locked gate. Well, from here, we can open it from the other side and create a shortcut that connects those two parts of the world. Now we have the other part of the key. I'm gonna check out what's up here real quick. Before I proceed further into that oh, hey. The collision just kind of slid me off the stairs. I held forward, got stuck on something, and it just kind of vibrated me to the right. That's dope. Hey, Mr. Skeleton. Really should have taken advantage of his spawn-in animation where he clacks his teeth together. Gives you a chance to get a couple free attacks off. Whoop. Dance in and out. See, we got an herbal remedy there. Got some aloe vera. Some ginkgo biloba. And we got a room full of poison mushrooms. But some of the magic that we picked up recently, the magic from that crystal that the giant spider dropped, is actually a poison remedy spell. So we don't have to worry about getting poisoned. Which is fine either way, because really all there is down here are a couple of mushrooms. So, I don't really have to fight all the stuff here. I think that would take 2 fireballs. I'll clear a little bit out just to conserve MP. Then again, I think the cost of that remedy spell, it's called Purify, it's probably less than the fireball that I used. Fireballs. Yeah, fuck it. Let's time this and grab it. Yeah. No need to even get poisoned. This just leads back to the bottom floor. So we actually haven't opened the proper shortcut. The Great Forest Warriors lay here, may they rest forever in peace. Again, we'll learn more about the forest folk and the dark folk and their history with the land that we're in. The land that we're taking the Idol of Sorrow back to is actually the land of the forest folk. The cursed land of the forest folk. So now I'm gonna have to do that loop again. Which cell was? Oh, it's the one on my right. Whoops. I forgot that that it was one of the closed cells. So there are 2 people who are credited with having directed this. Yintaro Yamada, who also worked heavily on Otogi and Metal Wolf Chaos, and Satoru Yanagi, who worked on a different FromSoft Xbox mech game called Mirakumo. And then, I wanted to say that Tanemura worked on this, but I think Tanemura, one of the Dark Souls 2 directors, actually joined FromSoft because of his love for Kingsfield. So I want to see if there's something that I can buy from him yet. No, I'm thinking of a different vendor. Fuck. Oh well. I can still, I guess, grab a couple of herbs while I'm here. No, he doesn't have the thing that I'm looking for. It's okay though. We'll just grab a couple of herbs so we don't completely waste our time down here. And we'll be revisiting him later anyway. Yeah. But it's all good now. Everything's interconnected. I've gone the wrong direction, so I'm gonna have to slowly turn my ass around. How do I keep going the wrong direction? It feels really bad to go the wrong direction in this because of how long it takes to turn around. Oh shit. Yeah, once we get back up top to the dungeon room, we'll be back on track and we'll be getting ready to open that door up with the forgetful old man. And I wound up having to pass by the mushroom room again anyway. The mushroom. Oh well, we have that purify spell. Purity, that's what it's called. Alright. Oh, wait, that didn't work. Why did that not work? I have plenty of MP. Oh, fuck it, I'll use an antidote. Why not? Oh! I didn't have my magic power full. That's probably why it didn't cast. Oh well. We'll keep that in mind next time. Some mistakes were made. And hold on. This is not the way. This puts me back in the main branch of the dungeon and not the shortcut area. So I need to head back. Come out here. Hang a left because the floor on the other side is broken, and then cross the bridge. Yeah, that's the way to the locked door. We're still fairly early in the game, and we're gonna start to get a taste of how intricate the level design in this can be. The world design is really a nice template for the world design of Dark Souls 1, with how everything kind of feeds back around to Firelink Shrine and other areas the more you open up and the more shortcuts you unlock in the world. So there's one release rock. And where's my other? So now we open this up into another graveyard. And look at all the skeletons. If you just run in here, you get surrounded. And I'm fairly confident that you have to clear this whole graveyard out. We'll kill a few of them and get in here and really get them spawned in. And then check, but I think... Yeah, look at all of them. It's such a good trap. Again, the forgetful old man forgetting to warn us of the skeleton danger. Physical up increases your equipment burden. Yeah, let's see. Anything, old man? Yeah, still just telling us to be careful. Fair enough, fair advice. I have to clear this whole graveyard out. And more skeletons spawn in as you get deeper into the room, so that's tedious, and we're gonna cut a little bit of that. Alright, we're all cleared out. At the back of the room, we find another one of these doors with just one of those locks. And we're short one key. However, if we go out and talk to the old man after you clear the graveyard of the skeleton ambush out... Oh, but of course, the door inside was also locked. This is it. Yeah, forgetful old man forgot to give us a key that we would need to get further in. When you become old, you begin to forget things. That's why old Dave is dead. Old Dave forgot the skeleton ambush. Now old Dave is a skeleton. Let's playing from beyond the grave. Oh no, I'm dying. So we release it. And we come in here to pick up this strange looking phylactery, which in fact turns out to be the icon of healing, which is a ritual icon. Now, if you think back to the end of last episode where we fought the giant spider, the thing that the giant spider was hanging above was called the Altar of Healing. So we're going to take the icon of healing back to the Altar of Healing, and we're going to see what that does. Just as soon as we kill Dave the Let's Playing Skeleton. Old Dave the Let's Playing Skeleton. And we'll put some gauntlets on. I picked those gauntlets up from one of the graves, I think. In case I happen to cut that part out. Probably will, because there were still like 4 skeletons left when I picked that up. Now it's just a matter of tracking back to the room in this kind of center part of that dungeon where we fought the big giant spider. And I believe we're coming back across the bridge because, again, the floor is destroyed on the other side of the room. On the second floor. Yep, and we're good. For once, I have not gone the wrong way. which feels pretty good. And you thought I was going the wrong way because I passed the door, but check this out. There's an inconspicuous little hole here, and remember that spider web from before? The one with the magic crystal that we shot the fireball at? Well, this is where the crystal ends up. It goes tumbling down the hole out here. And we learn the divine light magic. Magical light gathers, illuminating the area. It's the guiding light spell, which is actually really, really handy because unlike Dark Souls 2's fucked lighting, there's some spots where you really, really need that torch light, or that divine light, in Kingsfield. Now we place the icon of healing on the altar, and we get this nice little effect. And you might think, what is this doing? But you have to think, what are we right below? What are we below right now? Or rather, what are we adjacent to? Because geographically, we are not below the thing. Just realized we're not actually below the thing that affects. But we are next to something. Something pretty important. So right now, we're going to ignore Tiny Little Spider, and we're going to exit the dungeon. Very slowly. Double doors. Oh no, the double doors are at the exit. There we go, double doors. And suddenly this well springs to life. It becomes a healing well. And if you have a crystal vial or some kind of empty vessel at this point, you can actually fill it up and it will become a healing potion for you. But that's there for whenever you need it. Now that we have purified the well and got it flowing again with the water of life, that's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. We will kind of finish up with this dungeon next time. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Have a good one.